Floss Tube, welcome back to my channel. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back, and if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy what I have to share. This isn't a normal Floss Tube today. It should have been a Stitch with me, but I kind of decided I'd do a mid-year WIP parade, show you all the projects I've got on the go at the moment, which isn't quite as many as you might think, but more than I think. Anyway, I haven't put them in any specific order, so they are just randomly shown, and I will tell you when I started them because I have all that information in front of me. So let's get on with it. Like I said, no special order, it's just the way they are lined up in my basket. It's just wherever I poke them in when I'm done. So the first one, I'm going to show you is my Felicia. She's artwork by Hannah Disney and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I should have done them in a specific order because then I would have known. They're all in order on my sheet. Anyway, here she is. She was started on the 14th of May last year, and can't unfold my fabric. This is where we are currently at with her. Not too bad. I was enjoying the last session working on her tail and her scales. I think I just got fed up with black. I like to do a bunch of black sometimes. Just kind of, it's mindless stitching really, isn't it? It's just you haven't got to change colours, and then when I get bored of that, I'll flick over and work on a different part. Kind of breaks it up for me. So that's that one. I'll put them on the floor because they've all got to go back in my basket. The next one is this one. It is my Disney Villains piece. This is from Etsy, from Zana Cross Stitch. I love this one. I love all my pieces, so I don't know why I say that. No, that's not it. Pulled the wrong one. This is it. So, you will learn most of my pieces are on 25 count. I think there's only a couple that isn't. And this is where I am at with this one. Disney Villains. That's one of my more recent starts. Forgive me. I probably should have done it in order, and I didn't. There it is. The 18th of February this year I started this one. I don't actually know what percentage I'm at, but I'm plugging away at the black more than anything else. This is also 25 count. Like I said, most of them are. It's just, that's my, I like 25 count. But if I get a bit, I don't know, fussy and I don't want to work on 25, I usually drop to 22, 20 maybe. Let's drop that one. Okay. I haven't got a sheet for this one, so I'll just show you this one. This is why they fell out of order. My third piece, that was close, that's my coffee. It is my one and only Mirabilia. She is Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Same sheet. She was started on the 7th of May this year. I haven't got a ton of progress on her. I'm going to have to pull her out, I think, this week, because I haven't made as much as I should have, progress-wise. Oh, right way up. I'm going to have to look at the picture now, because I don't know which way up this goes. Okay, I do know. I did have it the right way. This is where we are at on her. This is not 25 count. This is 32 count raw Belfast linen, 2/2. And there's some silks, and I've never worked with silks before, but they're amazing. I absolutely love them. And I've never worked on linen before either. This was my very first go with linen, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's that one. I put her in the wrong way. I can only zip it up if the chart's in one way. So that's that one. I do believe that one's, nope. never mind, just roll with it. This one, for some reason I have a whole Polly pocket full of front covers of most of my cross stitches, but some are missing. I obviously never did them. Oh well. This is my next one, Shannon Christine Designs, Roses and Lace. So beautiful. This I chose as a memorial piece for my mum. It was 20 years this year since she passed away, so I wanted to do something to kind of honour that. You know, 20 years is a really long time without your mum and your best friend. So I wanted to do something, you know, she likes roses, and the pattern on the back gives you the choice of red, pink or yellow. Her favourite rose was the yellow, so that's what I went with. And I think it's that way. This is where we are at now. It's not a great deal of progress. This is 40 count pearl grey, I think it's called, and it's stitched 1/2 full crosses. Now this was started the 3rd of July this year. Mum's anniversary I think was the 21st of June, 21st or the 24th. I always get confused because I know their wedding anniversary is about the same time as well. Anyway, that was my second piece on linen, and I had to have a magnifier for the 40 count. Even though it's over 2, it still seemed pretty small, so I thought I'd just save myself the headaches and just go with a magnifier. So that's that one. And then we have this one. This doesn't have a cover sheet either, hence why I'm getting a bit out of order with them all. This is Linen and Threads mystery sampler from last year, and I'm not that far off a finish. I've just got a big patch to fill up here and in the bottom corner. This one is one of the others that's stitched on 20 count, I believe, 2/1, and because they're not it's not full coverage, it's not too bulky, I like it, and it's stitched with 115 garnet DMC variegated. I need to crack that one out and finish it. It's been too long now. I mean, we're 7 months into this year, soon to be 8 months, so I need to pull that one out and finish it. Actually, I'm going to leave that out because it needs to be worked on and finished. Should have been finished ages ago, and I've got, never mind, I've got the zip stuck. Okay, the next one, we're back in sync again now, and it is my Tilton Crafts, the Munsters. Anyone who's new, I chose it just because it's a show I grew up with. It was something that was always on at my mum and dad's house, and I loved it. Who didn't? Okay, so the Munsters. Bear with me, I have to find it. I should have kept each one in their bag so I knew exactly where they were. There it is. This, I don't even remember that. This was my birthday start last year. And excuse the hanging thread, but this is where we are on that one. I think I only showed this on Sunday with my usual floss tube. I haven't touched it since then. But I'm loving the fact that you can see Herman Munster right there. That's his face. So I need to actually pull it out and work on it. This one, 25 count, even weave. Like I said, there's a pattern. Let's drop that back down there. Then the next one. This one, I think everybody jumped on board with this one. And it was the Long Dog Samplers Pandemic. They were giving it free, I think June last year, when all the whole pandemic thing was really starting to take hold. So I managed to get hold of it while it was free. Here we go again. I got it. 2nd of July I started this one last year. So I was right, it was June it came out. And I should be further along on this one, to be fair, but I'm not. this is where we are at now. Sad really. It's you know, it's been a year. I should have done more. This is, oh my goodness, 22 count. And I've actually wrote down that it's a hard hanger, but I don't think it is. But anyway, something else that needs more loving. I see everyone else say, oh, I'm going to put this one away for this year, and then, you know, I'm going to focus on these. I can't do that. I like all mine to hand so that I can just pick what I fancy out of any of them. That's just me. Perhaps I'll change when I get a few more projects under my belt and I've got lots more WIPs. Anyway, the next one is my Quick Stitch Pale Rose, also from Heaven and Earth Designs. And the artwork is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She's lovely. But yet again, not a... this was a restart. I just realised, I was going to say there wasn't a lot of progress, but I restarted this one just because I didn't like how it was going on the other fabric. 22 count. I think it was 22 count, and I did 2 strands, 10 stitch. And when I did the black in the eyes, you could see like that it was all, and I didn't like it, so I took it out and I restarted it. Ouch. This was restarted the 4th of July this year, and the start is meagre. It's tiny, but the coverage is so much better. I didn't like it on 22. Anyway, she will get some more loving now that I don't mind working on it. There. And the next one. The next one, I'm not counting these by the way, I don't know how many I've got. Is another Tilton Crafts Avengers Endgame. Riley likes the Avengers, so this was a no contest piece for me. He liked it as well when I showed it him, so. But yet again, another one that needs some more love. Mind you, I don't watch the coffee. I don't suppose it's too bad because I did an absolute ton of black, because there's a whole ton of like black 939 and I think it's 823. So I suppose all in all it's not bad the progress I've made, because it's a lot of black. Oh, fold down. Thank you. So I'll have to hold it back here. As you can see, it's a lot of black. This is one of the other ones that is not stitched on 25 count. This is 18 count 2/1. And that black. I think I found it easy when I just pulled out one strand, and I just, no, not one strand, 2 strands, and I just worked my way with these 2 strands till it was finished, and kind of do that a bit every day. I found that easy with the black on that. So I need to get back to that. I didn't even tell you when I started that. Oh yeah, 1st of July last year. Then the next one. It is my Mini Virus Detected by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I was watching Stitching Brit when she showed this, and I was just enabled, so I had to buy it, and I did. But I made a mistake, and you know when it's a simple mistake but it takes you ages to find it, and then you realise how much you've got to either change or work around to fix it. It put me off for a little while. Anyway, this is where we are at with that one. I think, if I'm honest, I've barely touched this year. I need to. I do need to. Also 25 count, but this one has 20 by 20 grids, hence why I gridded it myself in between. So I need to pull that one out and just work past the mistake I made. It's off-putting sometimes, isn't it? Sorry, coffee, talking too much. Okay, my next one. How? Mind the elbows. My next one is this freebie Maui Princess from Heaven and Earth Designs, charted by artwork by Hannah Disney. I believe she's still free on there as well. I think I checked the other day if they changed their freebies, and she's still there. So, but when you go onto, if you're not familiar with Heaven and Earth Designs, if you go onto their main front page and then you kind of look down in the bottom right corner, it shows you all the freebies they've got at that time, and she's one of them. So this is another one I don't think I've touched this year. This was, well, this is where I am. This was an Ellie start. She started this one, and then I don't know, she just didn't, I think the fabric was too small. Is it the wrong way? I've got Ellie in the corner going, turn it. Wrong way. That's better. Yeah, she started it and didn't like the fabric because it's quite small. I believe it's 27. It's 27 or 28, I believe. And she was doing 1/1 and she didn't like it, so I took it over. And I have done a little. I've done, I think, that patch of black going down there. Because you only did the blue, the black and red, didn't you? And then
you've done the whole black there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Confirmation. So yeah, I need to pull her out and do some work on her. Okay. That's that one. We're nearly done. Quite surprising. Oh my goodness. Come on. I've got most of my projects in these bags that I bought, I believe, off Amazon. They're pretty good. They're waterproof. And for me, that's a really, really good thing because my kids are so accident prone. I've got a little table at the side. I'm accident prone too. Okay, stop pointing. I have a little nest of tables, and I've got one like right by where I sit, which has my coffee on it, and then kind of my projects are around my, not around my feet, like the basket's there, and then if I'm working on one, the bag is on the floor by my feet, and quite often either I've knocked the table or the kids have knocked the table, the coffee's gone over, and the projects have been perfect. It hasn't even got in the bag, so I am, you know, so glad I decided to do that. Right, this one is also sad. Wait a minute. Maui. I didn't tell you when she was. I gotta find her. I think I'm gonna cut these up and I'm gonna put each one in the corresponding bag. So then I don't have to find them. Butterfly cell. Okay. I didn't even write the date I started this on. Alright. Anyway, it is the Snapdragon Stitches off Facebook. It was a butterfly cell from last year, and that's it completed. And I just never finished it. I don't know why, because it's not like I wasn't enjoying it. Whoops. Don't lose the threads. This is stitched on 28 count, 2/2. And I only got 4 of them done in the end, which is sad because they look fabulous. It's got a few French knots in. They are French knots, aren't they? Nope. Where am I? Over here on this one. Those white dots, they're French knots. There was a lot of quarter stitches in them. And when you've been working on Heaven and Earth Designs for so long, quarter stitches are a pain in the bum because you just like working in full stitches. So yeah, that's from last year. I need to pull that back out and get it finished. There's no excuse as to why I haven't already, so it's just laziness on my part, I think. Okay, what's this one? Oh yes, and then I'll go through my other. This one is, oh hey, I don't need all that. One I won on Facebook, there's a group called Adopt a WIP, and when someone either doesn't want to finish it or they can't finish their own, but they want someone else to finish it for them so they can post it back. Some don't want it back. So, yeah, I won it off there anyway. She doesn't want it back. She said I could keep it. So I was stitching this for Logan, my first grandchild, my grandson. Now, I went to get this out the other day, and I don't actually know. Okay, where did the... Wake up. I'll show you it first. It's on 14 count. I don't actually know if I wrote the date down when I started that one. There's nothing on the back. Disorganised as ever. I didn't write this one down. That's smart. Anyway, this was like half done, and then like she'd done one colour of these blocks, so I had to do the corresponding fill-in. But I went to carry on, and this blue right here is missing. I don't know if I lost it or I just never got it. I don't know, so I'm going to have to buy a new one to finish it off, because that blue ties me into everything else up and around here, so I'd rather do that first. So I have some threads I need to order. That's just about my luck, that is. Riley. That's all the ones out of my basket. Not finished yet though. The next one I'm going to show you is this one. This is Minnie the Amazing Animal Kingdom. Amy Stewart's artwork, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is not actually mine. I'm just stitching it for my friend Kelly. I keep getting lost as to where I've put things. This one is something like 52% finished. And excuse the thread hanging. Because I need to get some more needles too, so I end up borrowing it and then it ends up back on the needle minder. But it looks awesome at the moment. I mean, this bit you can actually tell there's an elephant and a baby elephant, and then the gorilla. And I think this is the lion's mane, I believe, and then you've got a giraffe. So it's coming together nicely, just not as fast as it should be. 25 count that one is, and oh, sorry guys, 21st of November. That's actually not too bad. 21st of November I started that, so that's what, like 9 months. It is only a mini though. Yet again, it's 25 count. Then we move along. What have we got left? Okay, we'll go with that one next, just because. This is another pattern off Etsy from, I believe, Zana Cross Stitch again. World of Disney 4. This is a huge piece. It's as big as my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. It's 999 by 720 stitches. So yeah, that's a lot of stitches. There it is. I thought I buried it then. This is another project that I'm glad is in a waterproof thing. This had a whole heap of coffee spilt on it the other day. Just, I shouldn't have drinks. It wouldn't happen then, would it? Where are we? Okay. I'm going to try and show you the whole top. It's not as much as you think, but it's still quite... I can sort of see what you can see. If I move this across, you can't quite get it all in because it goes all the way over to there. So I've been plugging away at the green just because that's one heck of a border. And I thought, just get it out the way, get the border done and get it. So I can just stitch on the rest of it, you know. That's also 25 count. It's the 20 by 20 grids again. So I grid it myself. Ellie was stitching this with me. I'm kind of on my own now. She's not a lover of 25 count. I think her sweet spot is sort of 14, 16 maybe. She has yet to try 18. Even 18's not too bad. But if I'm honest, I started with 14 count. Do you know what? And I didn't tell you that one either. World of Disney 4, 22nd of January this year. That's actually not too bad. Okay, the next one. We're going to go with my other BAP. which is a big ass project. It is my super size Once Upon a Fairy Tale artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and there are a lot of people on FlossTube doing this one. How could they not, really? It was so nice. It's like they're all kind of spread around me, so I'm having to find them because they're not in my basket because they're just too big. Oh yeah, this one, I don't actually know what percentage I'm at, excuse me, but I'm so close to finishing the top row. That was my first start, and I made a massive mistake here, and you can tell where I ripped it all out because it's left that on the fabric, and I wasn't going to fight with it anymore. I said, you know what, forget it, I'll start it again, and that's exactly what I did. I thought it would put me off, but it didn't. Okay, so I'm kind of going to move it across so you get the whole thing. I am so close to finishing. This is the very end of the piece. So the whole of the first row is practically done. We'll see. I am trying to plug away at it. It's a lot of colour changing, and yeah, because you know what Heaven and Earth Designs are like. They are confetti. Confetti. That was the very first piece I ever started on FlossTube as well. And I started that the 14th of January last year, so it's over a year old now. Two more to show you, just two more. And if anyone was counting them, good job, because I wasn't. Anyway, this is my next one. And this is a chart by Pick Stitch. If you went and donated to a children's charity, sent them the receipt, they gave you the pattern. It was a stitch along. It finished, I think, 2 weeks ago now. They finished it, but it is still available. A lot of people had interest, so they thought they'd carry it on, I think. And it's this gamer one, and if I get close enough, you can see, like, it's all the gaming systems, I think, and all the games. The only one I really know is Sonic. And Kirby. Kirby's somewhere there. Yeah, as for everyone else, I have got no idea. Anyway, when Tyler said I like that one, that was it. I was straight in with it because I never thought there'd be one he actually liked. Because he's not, I don't know, he's just not like that. With stitching, you know. Anyway, this one I am stitching twice because when I said I was going to do it for Tyler, Riley then said I like it too. And asked me if I'd stitch it for him as well. I've told Ellie she can stitch it herself. No, only joking. Only joking. Anyway, this is stitched on 18 count, 2/1. Excuse the thread. But let's bring it in for you. That's where I'm at the moment on one of them. Let me just fold it down. And there is the second one. I don't want to finish one to have to restart it again and do it all again. I'd rather stitch the two letters together. So I'll spend a day on one, and then I'll spend the following day or whenever on the other one, kind of catching up with the colours. So yeah, here is both of them. They just fit in the camera. But I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. The colours are so bright, and it just, I don't know. I just really like it, and it's my preferred stitch at the moment. Okay, I believe this next one is the last one. If I find something later, that wouldn't surprise me. I have stuff everywhere. My other half says I need a shed. Anyway, this last one is also for Kelly. When she first said about the Amazing Animal Kingdom, she said about this one too, but we kind of just left it as the Animal Kingdom one at first, and she texted me a couple of weeks ago and said, right, okay, can you do that one too? Yeah, okay, no worries. More stitching for me. It's what I love. It is Mini All Cats Go to Heaven, artwork by Jim Warren, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is a cute piece. And this is what I'm keeping it in at the moment, the project bag I made. I'm so proud of myself. My kids keep catching me just picking it up and striking it. I've never had a project bag like that before, so it was lovely. And Ellie's got the other one. Yeah. This one is also 25 count, and also it's my first attempt, here it is, at parking. They're not looking too clever at the moment, but parking and working in a 10 by 10 grid. I am going to fill in these two, then this one, so I have the diagonal, and then I'm just going to carry on from there. And at the moment I can actually say I'm enjoying the parking and the 10 by 10 grids, because I don't have to go back and find a square like when you get that odd one random colour. And on 25 count, it depends what colours you're using, but it can be hard to see. So I'm just 10 by 10 grids is working really, really well, and I'm enjoying it. So we'll see how long that lasts. Wait a minute. The gamer one. I started that on the 17th of July. And as for this one, the 20th of July I started this one. So I have a couple of others that are just waiting for me to kit them up so I can start them. That's a lot of paper. That's not even all of them either. Oh well. So that is everything I have currently on the go, stitching wise anyway. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. It's been fun. It's kind of taken me back a bit and made me realise I need to pull some more out. I don't spend nearly enough time on some of them. But anyway, thank you for stopping in with me and checking out what I have to share. It's a fair few WIPs. Yeah, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up as you leave. Any comments, any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'm pretty quick at responding to comments, so no worries there. Links to everything, as always, is in my description box, whether it's any of my projects, unless there's some I forgot to put on. But if I have, let me know and I'll put them on. So all my projects, my Instagram, my Facebook, my email, and my buy me a coffee, which is not a necessary thing. You don't have to buy me a coffee. That is purely if you really want to support me and my channel, then it is greatly appreciated, and it always goes back into my cross stitch. But if you don't, that's fine. You watch my videos every week, that's fine by me. But anyway, thank you for stopping in. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.